I got her today.
Really?
Yeah, how many did you get?
Oh man, 14.
14? Fuck!
Bare hands.
Jeez, I got a stupid little 6-inch blade. I gotta fucking call him on the phone. These broads are stupid. I gotta call him out.
Hands.
Yeah, whatever, bare hands. I don't care. My mask is cooler.
Oh yeah?
Cooler.
You watch yourself.
Yeah, Shatner. You shat on her. Oh, shit, dude.
Yeah. What's this?
We're being filmed? What the fuck?
Alright.
Oh, okay. Should we just... Okay. I guess. Oh.
Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of Cinema Circle, the show where we talk and review all the movies spewing out of Hollywood, a show for the fans, by the fans. I'm your host, Mr. Zander Francis, and with me today is my good friend and horror addict, film fan, Mr. Eric Vassallo.
Hey Alex, thank you for having me, and it's a pleasure to be here, finally.
It's a pleasure to have you here, man.
Finally, awesome, thank you very much.
We are talking about The Conjuring 2 today.
Yes.
The good, the bad, and our verdict.
Good.
We will start with the good. First of all, I think this one has surpassed the original. Sequels rarely do this, but when it happens, it is a beautiful thing for me, because as a sequel lover, I mean, I love them even when they don't surpass the original, but this one was huge for me, man. I was very emotionally involved with these characters and with the events. The scares, it was just more extreme.
It was awesome.
More extreme, like, than the first one. More intense. But they didn't lose the essence of it. There wasn't much CGI.
No, there wasn't. And that's a good thing, too.
Yeah.
You're leaving out most important thing right now.
Go ahead.
The sound.
Oh, yeah.
That sound was awesome. Mm-hmm. That alone, like... Okay, I'm a 31-year-old baby after watching this movie. I watched this movie like this. Like this.
It's true.
I even poked myself in the eye after the "Ah!" scream.
It happened. That's true. It's perfect. Yeah, man.
Awesome.
I thought I was so much more involved with the characters, like with Ed and Lorraine. I was so connected.
Yeah, they did a good job. James Wan did a good job making us, as the viewer, not only watch a horror film, but like care for these people. It wasn't like part one or any of his previous work. Mind you, all his previous work was good. Like, that sounds kind of wrong. But this movie, honestly, man...
It was a new level.
It was good. It was just good.
Yeah.
But like everything about it was good. Ed and Lorraine were awesome. Dude, Lorraine... They couldn't have nailed a better actress, I think, personally, to play that role. And Ed as like the loving husband and like the supporting character,
Patrick
and the
Wilson,
exorcist or whatever he was awesome, dude. Honestly, I cared about him. Falling in love with the character was what I cared about the most. Let alone like you cared for the family. Like the story was based around this family, and it was just. You kind of felt, I don't know about you, but I felt like I was sitting on the couch with these people, having a conversation, honestly feeling what they felt in that fear, that moment of desperation where, they're poor, but they need help from something else. And how the church concept was kind of like, we can't stain our reputation. We got to see.
I loved that. I loved the fact that they brought in the hoax idea.
Yeah,
because
man.
this is later in the 70s.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's not 1971. It's 1977 now.
Yeah.
The church was very reluctant to get involved because there was this whole, we want to distance ourselves away from the idea of a hoax because people were doing it.
Yeah. Just to get on TV.
So that was very interesting to me, and how they were vacillating. The characters, even Ed and Lorraine, were like, is this fake? Is this real? Very interesting.
And to me, that's what kind of grasped this whole concept. Forget about the pop-in scares and all this other stuff. Honestly, I can watch this movie and tell you right now, it didn't feel like a part two of a movie. Personally, I took this as an independent film, as its own. Yes, as the Conjuring name, part two, whatever, Conjuring 1. To me, it was an independent film.
Absolutely.
I felt, if I didn't watch the first movie... Didn't matter.
You're fine.
I can still watch this one and know what everybody's all about because they still touch bases upon the people's backgrounds and Lorraine's information and as to how and where they came to be. Because every film has its ingredients to bake a good cake. Now, with a missing ingredient, you can kind of somewhat make it up with CG. This movie had barely any CG. I would say, honestly, maybe 10 seconds of CG, not even.
Not much, man. And if it was there, it was well mixed.
And everything about this film, it had horror, it had story, it had love, it had fear, it had audio, and that audio incorporated all those emotions
It
in
brought
one.
everything together, yeah.
Even the whole, the scene where you felt claustrophobic. That scene alone hit me a lot because I don't like closed spaces. I don't know about you guys, but
That was
I hate
huge,
closed
man.
spaces.
That scene reminded me of Silence of the Lambs.
Dude, that
there was a
freaked me
shot
out.
in there I told you about. It resembled The Shining. There was a hallway shot that I was just like,
Did
wow.
you catch the scene even with the axe in the door? I know, kind of
Yeah.
it wasn't whatever, but it just it's kind of it takes you back to the
Little
old days.
things,
You know
yeah,
what I
man.
mean? What everybody's done the Amityville horror, but nobody's ever placed you in the eyes of the people that were part of the Amityville horror, and that's what James Wan brought to us as the viewers and made us understand that. Look what we can do, and it showed the history and the backstory of Lorraine and Ed, and I found that was awesome.
Yeah,
I think that was friggin' incredible.
I didn't think they would even go there. It just impressed me.
It did.
The fact that they brought that in.
This one is up there for me, man.
yeah, buddy.
In the years of watching film and all these and enjoying and honestly walking out of theaters because movies were garbage.
walked. I've never walked. He's
many
walked.
times.
He's
Many times.
walked.
More than once. I don't pay for garbage films. I'm sorry, but I don't.
Yeah.
The bad.
The bad. Okay. we'll
The
move
bad.
on. This is a little teensy thing, okay? It barely means anything, okay? But there's one image in there of this, what do they call him? The crawly...
The creaky man.
Creaky man or something like that. It was a little honky for me in terms of the look. It kind of lifted out from the general Conjuring repertoire for me. Although it might have just been the way the effects or the look of the character was executed. Those are the only scenes that rubbed me. I said, I could do without that. But it's not enough to touch my general feeling about this movie. I am exhilarated. I'm so excited. And yeah, that's the only thing I could think of.
This is where I disagree with you.
Okay.
I thought that Screwy Man was pretty cool. Only reason being was because, in the 70s, obviously I was born in the 70s, but fear back then were stupid, inanimate little objects, the things they believed in, the boogeyman. And then come late 90s was Bloody Mary and Sandman and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's why I thought it was a pretty good addition to that horror film. Well, my dislikes are way off than yours. What I disliked about the film was, I like getting scared. I think I got a little brown in my pants. Still, right now, I'm still sitting on it.
Nice.
Personally,
Dude, you were like...
yeah, man. And my foot was all twitchy and shit. I was freaking out. But what I'm saying is, I still watched the movie, okay?
Oh, yeah, you were
I still
there.
watched the whole movie. Not
Totally.
okay.
Yeah.
I still watched the movie.
No, we're officers. We're both
Anyways.
veterans of this genre.
So, personally, what I didn't like about this movie, and I don't know if it's really James Wan or just maybe they wanted to keep that emotional momentum during that scene, was there's like a water scene in the basement. It was very in your face. You knew it was gonna happen. I mean, okay, mind you, a lot of pop-in scares you know are gonna happen.
Yeah.
Sound works with that. When you get the audio, it's all the audio's loud, builds your excitement. Audio
It's
shuts
textbook.
off,
Yeah,
and
it's
then
textbook.
boom, pop scare. You know what? This was I personally didn't think it was needed. For me, what I didn't like about this movie, and still, it doesn't even deter from how I feel about this film, whether it's good or bad. This movie to me is excellent. I recommend this movie to a lot of people. If you like scares, if you like that little bit of fear, you got the girlfriend, you got the wife, you got the sister, whatever the hell you got, and you sit there, you kind of shit your pants a little, this movie will give it to you. It was just that water scene. For me, I thought it was a little, just too much in your face. It was enough to be okay, that's kind of cheesy. I didn't like.
I see what you're saying.
That's
Now
honestly,
that you're mentioning it, I think I see what
but
you're
that's
saying.
all. That's the only thing for me personally that I didn't like. I thought this once again, the Kriegly man, it's driving me crazy. Awesome. I think it was pretty good. I think it was that freaky fucking looking crawly thing, right? And to me, that's scary, man.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It might have been for me the execution. Maybe it looked a little. Maybe they could have tightened up the effects. Or something.
Maybe.
I don't know.
A horror film needs to grasp my attention through emotions, through fear, anxiety, jittery.
It had those in a primal sense, but it also had the amazing writing.
It did,
the
man.
thickness.
Even
You know what I'm saying?
that little girl,
it had that as well. I didn't ask you this before, but I thought it surpassed the original, although it's standalone. But as an experience, I don't know, man. This was just like, there was a certain scene at the end, which I'm not going to spoil, where it came after all these beautiful scares and this beautiful sound and the sound effects. The orchestration, both
Yes,
the orchestration,
the music was good too,
the music, and the sound effects, which is what we're talking about when we say soundtrack. There's two parts to that.
Especially that high piano, fucking
Oh yeah,
that noise,
strings,
it freaks me out, man. I don't even know what it does to me, but
absolutely
it just shoots me off.
No, me too. It there's a certain bone it hits, just a nerve, right? So all these things came together beautifully, and I thought it surpassed the original. Not again, the original's amazing.
Yes.
It doesn't make it look like a crappy movie or anything.
No, not even.
But-
Like I said, it surpasses it in terms of, I guess, what James Wan presented in the first movie, in terms of his originality, in terms of the scares. But as like, you don't need to watch part one to enjoy this movie, and to know that this could be like an original. It's just good.
Right.
Keep in mind, this movie is based off of true stories, so you really can't go wrong. So I'm hoping
Makes it even scarier for me.
I'm hoping that there's more of these.
Oh, yeah,
I
for
really hope there's more of these. Take Ed and Lorraine, whatever. James Wan, keep doing it, and I hope.
For sure.
I honestly hope they keep going. I hope you get a Conjuring 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah,
they made 100 Saws. Let's make 100 Conjurings.
What's your number?
Ooh,
Yeah.
my number.
Out of 10. Chief.
Well,
out of 10, Super Chief.
I've never rated a movie a 10. Even though I would love to rate this movie a 10, I think I give it a 9. Okay. I think, to me, a 9 is almost the perfect, which pretty much can be a perfect, but it's not. You get what I'm saying?
I'm with you, man.
For me, I think
you got to look at it with your horror movie eyes.
Yes, you
right?
can't watch this going in like you watch, Civil
some
War.
Academy Award
You can't
winner.
do that. This is a horror film.
Yeah.
Go to the horror section, get a bunch of horror films, and this is like the Oscar of the horror films. If you want to take in today's time of movies, not back in the day where it was a completely different atmosphere. But, it never had the typical girls, the slutty girls, and the buff guys, and the typical swearing, and the drugs. None of that shit. Nothing of that was in this movie.
Yeah.
And that's why, to me, I liked it. It wasn't stereotypical, but it wasn't a slasher.
Right.
So,
a lot of superficialities
I give it
and I
a
like
9
that.
out of 10. What do you give it?
I'm going to go with an 8.5.
When you want a good horror film, when you want to get a little brown in your pants, that's what I got from this movie.
Okay, from everyone here at Cinema Circle, we are saying goodbye. Don't forget, if you have any questions, just direct those to cinemacircle1@gmail.com. We also have Twitter and all that beautiful stuff that is appearing at the bottom of the screen right now. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Zander Francis. This is Mr. Eric Vassallo.
Thank you for having me, Alex.
Take care of
And
yourselves.
we'll be seeing you later.
Cheers.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Also click like, share, and subscribe.